This video will introduce you to creating an interactive evidence gap map using version 2.0 of the EPPI-Mapper app in conjunction with EPPI-Reviewer Web. All data for an interactive map needs to be captured using one single coding tool within EPPI-Reviewer. For example, a coding tool called data extraction. It is always better to design for a map from the beginning of your review to save you time later. However, coding tools can be readjusted as you go, or a targeted coding tool can be created afterwards, although this does create more work. In this example interactive map, using data from a rapid review on teaching and learning research undertaken during the COVID-19 pandemic, I am focusing on research topics and educational technology tools that have been researched across the continents and with different groups of participants. I have decided to use the publication and study characteristics as the columns and research topics and technology as the rows. The branches in the coding tool within EPPI-Reviewer that will be used for the map's rows and columns can be up to 3 levels deep. However, any information that you want to use as filters in the map can be up to 2 levels deep. The branch used for within cell categories should contain between 1 and 4 answer codes only. In this case, I have chosen to display the school levels that were under investigation. You can also, however, choose to display only the number of records in your review instead of segmenting the results. After coding your items in EPPI-Reviewer, head to the References tab and click on Coding Report. Choose which items to include in your map. If you want all of your items included, select this whole list. Or, if you just want the current page included, select this page. Click the JSON Report button, select the coding tool used to extract your data, and then click Get Report. Once the report has appeared, save the HTML file to your device by clicking on the blue Save icon. Now that you have your JSON report, head to the EPPI-Mapper website and choose the file that you just saved. Choose what data will populate the columns and rows, and then if you would like a segmenting attribute. If you just want to display the overall number of records in your review, leave this blank. Then, click Continue. Next, choose how you would like your map to appear by changing the default map view. This affects how the data in the cells appear, which can be as bubbles, as a mosaic, heat map, or as a donut map. You can then decide whether you would like your map to start with collapsed headers when the map is first opened. You can also customize the appearance of your map with a choice of a range of colors. If you have chosen to include segments in your map, you will now need to select which child codes should populate it. Here, you can manually select the codes or choose to add all children. Just as a reminder, you can only have up to 4 codes. You can then choose which colors your segments will have. It's a good idea to take note of the color codes in case you need to update your map in the future or produce one in standard colors. Before clicking Continue, make sure you preview how the colors will appear in the map and know that you can always click back to change your previous choices at any stage. Provide information about your map in the About field, including links to any further resources such as journal articles and review protocols. EPPI-Mapper now supports more advanced editing features, allowing you to insert videos, links, and images. The Submitting Studies section allows you to provide readers with information about how they could submit a study for possible inclusion in your interactive evidence gap map. If you would like to allow people to download a RIS file of the studies in your review, ensure that the Allow Records is selected. Then, choose which codes people can use to filter your map by, as well as the meta properties that will be displayed in items within the reader. Choose as many as you like. The branding page allows you to insert a title for your map and to upload images or videos to display at the top of your map once it's created. EPPI-Mapper now supports greater formatting, including inserting tables for full customizability over font and images. If you don't have any or want any wording or images displayed, click Continue. Your interactive map is now ready to be viewed. If you want to host your map online, tick the box. If you'll only be accessing the map offline, then just click on Download. Save the map file and then open. Here is the created map with the data I had chosen to display. By clicking on any cell, the reader is opened, displaying those items that have that particular cross-section of data. For example, this cell shows how many studies in my systematic review were undertaken within Asia focused on teacher digital competence. By clicking on an item alongside the title and abstract, I can see the meta properties displayed that I selected earlier. It is important to note that URL and DOI links entered into EPPI-Reviewer must be in full, otherwise they will not work when clicked in the evidence map. The About feature allows you to describe your map and provide links to any further resources, such as journal articles or review protocols. The View Records panel allows users to search for specific types of studies within your dataset. By filtering, users can choose to view studies that relate to specific types of data. Users can also use the Filters function on the left. Here, for example, I can choose to just show studies that focused on high school level and whose data collection lasted 1 week. As the interactive map is based on exported data, if there are any updates to your review, you will need to recreate the map. The EPPI-Mapper app is currently still being developed, with many powerful features envisaged for future versions. Thanks for watching. Please watch our other videos and don't hesitate to contact us if you have any further questions.